One thing I would just point out to be aware of, especially as you're scaling, is where you say you're about to learn exactly how to trade to produce a guaranteed income in 3 minutes a week.
Guaranteed.
I'll be very careful.
I felt that.
Yes, I'll be very careful.
Okay.
Because you don't want to grow this thing and then it be taken away. Because
of that one word.
Yeah. Because there's no way for you to guarantee it.
Yeah.
So Paris, who are you and what do you do?
Yes, my name is Paris Smith. I own That Wealth Academy. So I teach 9-to-5ers how to trade in the stock market and to produce a consistent income without day trading and reading charts and all the things.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it. And how did you get into this? How did you get to this point today?
Yeah, so I worked a 9-to-5. I worked in IT for 5 years.
Okay.
But working was it was stressful just because I have an autoimmune disease called juvenile type 1 diabetes. So I'm like dependent on an insulin pump to live, and it was just a lot. So my mom, she told me to learn how to trade, and the idea was
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mama.
Right.
The idea was to teach her, and then study, teach her, and then of course we'll implement.
So mom was like, "Hey, you go. I heard about this thing called trading. Go learn this, so you can come teach me."
Yeah. So she's like,
"Mama." We gotta plug that in. Go ahead.
She's like, "This is gonna get us out. It's gonna get us out." So I started studying, became so obsessed, and started trading myself. Left my job a year into trading, and then. Yeah, left my job, and everyone was like, you should start teaching your strategies. At first, it was a hobby, and then somebody told me, nah, girl, this is a business.
Nice.
So I started implementing, trying to put into a business, but yeah.
I love it. And did you end up teaching mom, right?
Mom, I never taught mom, but she is retired. I retired her.
Good.
Yeah, so she's sitting back.
It's probably was mom's, shout out to you, mom. It's probably was mom's master plan anyway. Like, I'm gonna act like I want her to teach me, but I really want her to
Get me right.
Yeah, don't even worry about teaching me. Just retire me. I love it.
Yes.
So shout out to you. So, all right, perfect. So where's the business now, and where are you looking to get to?
Yes. So last year I did about 740,000.
Nice.
This year for sure 1 million.
I love it.
The goal, I would like to triple it to at least 3 million.
Okay.
But without I would say effortlessly, so not without burning out and all of that. And then I would like to focus in on the MRR side of things. So I have a community, and it needs it needs something.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I just want to build the reoccurring revenue.
Okay.
And yeah, so that would be ideal.
I love it. So so perfect. So when you say, so what would you say if you was like, all right, Marquel, if I walk away with this from this conversation, this would be ideal to propel me to where I'm looking to go. What would you say that is?
Definitely clarity when it comes to my community and building that, the subscriptions up with that, and a whole blueprint on making that 3 million effortlessly.
Excellent. So community. So we say clarity. Oh no, I'm not. Glad you said something. So boom, 3, 2. All right, cool. So clarity on community and blueprint to 3 million. Cool. And we can do that. All right, perfect. So walk me through your model. So walk me through your model right now.
Okay, so how I get all of my leads right now, I'm posting all over social media.
Okay.
So 3 times a day, 3 reels a day on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And then I post once a day, really long posts on LinkedIn, 3 times a week on YouTube. And that's how I get all of my leads. So the lead magnet is a evergreen webinar.
Okay.
Every Sunday.
So hold on. So you said lead generation, 3 reels per day on IG.
Yes.
What else? YouTube.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Got it.
For the reels.
And are these are you pre-shooting these, or are you just shooting them throughout the day?
No, I batch all my content in
cool.
one day, and then I post it out.
For the whole week?
For 2 months.
For 2 months, nice. So, and then you said a long form text post.
So the long form videos, three days a week on YouTube.
Okay. And you said long form. You said you do some on LinkedIn.
Yes. So I post on LinkedIn,
Yep.
but the post is like really long, like 200 words.
Okay.
And I also post a reel.
On LinkedIn.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
cool.
like a little reel that goes with the long posts.
Got it. Real plus long form. Got it. And you
Yes.
do that how often?
Every day.
Okay, daily. Got it. Got it. And then you said 3 times a week on YouTube.
Yes.
Perfect. And that's long form.
Yes.
And those are live. Okay, good. All right, cool. So that's lead gen. And then you said your conversion mechanism is a webinar.
Yes.
Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Cool. So we got evergreen webinar. Okay, go ahead and keep going.
Yep. So the webinars are on Sundays and Wednesdays right now.
Okay.
And then of course,
What time?
Sundays at 6,
Okay.
Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Okay. Good.
And then so at the end of the webinar, I pitch my product, which is it's a 6-week mentorship program.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6-week mentorship. And how much is that?
$997.
$997. All right, perfect. And is this is coaching with you?
So everything's online. So it's like pre-recorded
Okay.
videos, week 1 through week 6.
Okay.
And then every Monday, they're coaching with me for an hour.
Okay, cool.
Like 2 hours now.
For 6 weeks.
Yes.
Cool. And then you said a weekly coaching call. Good.
And then once they completed the whole 6 weeks, or let's say they didn't, they can extend their access it's $42 a week. And
Okay.
they can pause it whenever, or resume it, or just stay.
Got it.
That's like one subscription.
You're probably like, whoa, Marquel, slow down. If you're enjoying the show so far, you may be wondering, how do you actually become a guest? Now, this isn't a platform where anybody can just get on. You gotta be in a specific area of your business where we can really do a solid deep dive. If you wanna be a guest on an upcoming episode, all you gotta do is go to strategicscaleguest.com. strategicscaleguest.com. There is an application process, so go over there, answer a couple simple questions, watch the quick video that I have there, answer a couple questions, and if you meet the criteria, our team will reach out to you and we'll get it scheduled and we can figure out if you're gonna come to our office where we do a deep dive or we come to your office. So go ahead, strategicscaleguest.com. Let's get back into the show.
Peace.
Cool. So $997 for 6 weeks, and then $42 a week after they complete the 6 weeks. Cool. All right, go ahead, keep going.
Let's see. I think that's it.
Okay.
That's like the whole.
You said that's one subscription. You got other subscriptions as well?
Yeah, that's the school community side. So
Okay.
with that, so those.
How many you got in there so far?
208.
208 on the $42 a week.
Oh no, so $42 a week. I have 67.
Okay. And you said the 208 is what?
Yes, that's the school community. So they pay $28, and those individuals get there because as soon as the master class is over, there's an email that goes out and it says, hey, payment plan. But then the day after it says, all right, you didn't pay, I have this offer.
Got it.
And so that offer is the school community.
Cool.
And they can get started, at least the beginner level. I don't teach them trading there, just the beginner level to investing there.
And that's 28 per month or what?
Yes, per month.
Cool. How did you come up with 28?
$7 a week. That's how I promote it.
Got it. Okay, cool. And how did you come up with 42 per week?
That's a good question. The thing is, I try to make the number really small. It's $168 a month.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then, because
Yeah.
your target audience is people who are still in the 9 to 5. Cool. All right, so 28 per month. And you said you got 208 on that? Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, what else?
I believe that's it.
That's everything?
I actually do have an ebook.
Okay.
So the second page of the webinar, or the funnel, like the upsell, they can purchase the ebook.
After they register for the webinar, then they buy the ebook.
Yeah.
How much is that?
$27.
Okay.
Yep. I think that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, this is exciting, Kev. All right, so all right, perfect. So let's say I got so many questions. So, and this is all organic.
All organic. Oh, I do run ads.
Okay.
Most of it is organic.
Okay.
So ads, I probably spend like 8,000
Per month?
per month.
Okay.
That's probably like the highest number I've seen it
Cool.
per month. But most of all the leads are mostly organic.
Cool. Are you running your own ads or you got like an agency running?
I run them.
Okay. And now these Meta or what platforms? Okay.
Yep, Meta.
What's typically your ROAS on your ad spend?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Okay, don't know. It's all good. It's all good. So we're gonna say don't know. We're gonna put that in red. All right, cool. And what is so organic on average? How many people per week are you? So let's take a step back.
Okay.
So when you said last year we did 740. Perfect. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
And so we did 740. What would you say is the breakdown of, like, what was like, it was 80% of it from the 997s, or like, what was like the breakdown? Do you know?
Yes. I will probably say a big chunk of that was from the actual course purchase.
997s? Mm-hmm. How many of those did you sell last year?
That's a good question. I think it was over 600.
Okay.
And then the rest were just subscriptions and all the other things.
Cool. So if we say,
Yeah.
so 997, we'll just round it up. So 997 times 600, so that's about 600,000, give or take.
Yeah, it was probably a little more than that.
Okay,
Probably
cool.
like, yeah, 650
And
something.
these mostly came from organic.
Yes.
Nice. And would you say, I know you got YouTube, I know you got LinkedIn, I know you got Facebook, IG, TikTok. Do you know where the majority, are you tracking like where these sales are coming from?
Yeah,
What's
I'm
like-
not tracking it,
Okay.
but I'm in tune.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm in
Good.
tune.
Okay,
YouTube,
YouTube.
yes.
So you would say what percentage are coming from YouTube?
Right now, I would probably say about 70%.
You're not tracking it?
started. I'm not
We
tracking
gotta
it
get you
though.
tracking, Paris. We gotta
I'm
get
not
you tracking.
tracking it.
Okay, we gotta get you tracking. All right, cool. Perfect. Because the beautiful thing is like,
Yeah.
and I'm finna show you,
Okay.
getting you to the 3 million is just gonna be a math equation. But we gotta get the math. But like getting you to the 3 million is literally a math equation.
Wow.
Literally. And that's how you make it even more effortless, because a lot of times business owners who are like at your place, they're like, that's your spot, they're like, all right, I want to go from here and I want to double, I want to triple. And they think that that means more effort. Which I know you ain't about that more effort life.
No.
So now we like, all right, what are the metrics so we can like make those measurable adjustments, which we're gonna get into.
Okay.
So all right, so we got ads going. So what's like so when somebody registers, you got all your metrics on your webinar?
Yeah.
So okay, perfect. So let's walk through
do.
it.
Let me see.
So what is your conversion rate on the webinar?
Okay, so conversion rate, I'll start from the show up rate. Let's start from the show up.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Well, let's actually take a step back further.
Okay.
What's your conversion rate on the landing page?
That's a good question. I don't have that. It's
Okay.
probably in ClickFunnels though, somewhere.
Okay, cool. So we'll come back to that.
Okay.
So then we said show up. Well, actually, before we go there, what is the ebook purchase? What percentage of people will buy the ebook?
4%.
4%, good. All right, cool. So we got 4%. And then is there an upsell after they buy that?
No.
Okay, good. And then so ebook, and then we got show rate. What's the show rate?
The show up rate right now is 35%.
Nice. 35%. Cool. And then of those 35% who show up, how many see the offer?
90%.
90% see the offer. Good. How long is the webinar?
It is about an hour, 35 minutes.
Got it. And 90% stay on the whole time. Good. And then conversion.
Anywhere from 10% to 20% I've seen.
10%. Like per webinar?
Per webinar, definitely 10%. It all depends on the video.
What you mean on the video?
YouTube video. It all depends on the YouTube video, yeah. So if one YouTube video gets a lot of views, it's going viral, let's say 40,000 views, I'm seeing 20%.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because
It
in
just
each
depends.
video, you're saying, hey, register for my upcoming class that's coming up.
Yep, in
Good.
the beginning.
So what would you say, because you ran this webinar out last year,
the whole year.
what was the overall conversion percentage over the year for the year?
About 10%.
About, or what's the exact number?
10%.
10%. Good. Perfect. And then this year to date, what is it?
It's a range like that 10 to 20.
So would you
It's
say
different.
10%?
We'll say 10%, yeah.
Good. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And then on average, how many people are registering per week?
So let's see. I have 2 webinars. I would say about,
Does the Wednesday or Sunday convert better? Or are they about the same? Are they exact same?
I think Sundays convert way better.
Really?
But I think it's because there's more people that show up.
Got it.
So yeah.
Cool. So this 35% show rate, Is that the same on Wednesday and the same on Sunday? Okay, good.
Exact same.
And 90%, all those numbers are the same Wednesday or Sunday?
Yes, consistent.
You just get more people on the Sunday ones. Cool. Perfect. So we got that. And then you said how many people register per week?
Yes, so it just depends. Averagely, I would say about 400.
Okay.
It's a good number right
Cool.
there. It just depends though if a reel goes viral or a YouTube video. So sometimes it would be 1,000 people.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends.
So on the low end,
Yep.
on average, it's 400.
400.
Perfect. And of those 400, we get 35% to show up. So,
Yes.
So what's that? What's 35% of 40? 400.
It is 140.
140. And this 400 is for Wednesday and Sunday combined? Or is it per webinar?
Combined.
Combined. Okay, good. So then we get 135 to show. And then of those 135, we get 90% to see the offer. What's 90% after 135?
Let's see. 3% of 135. 121.
121. And then 10% of that is 12.
10, I believe so. That's 121. Yep, 12.
12. Cool. So on average you're getting 12 sales a week. Okay, good.
That sounds about right.
Okay, perfect. And so 12 sales a week, go through the 6 weeks. So, and then on average, when they complete the 6 weeks, what percent go into?
Actually, it's not 12 sales per week. Let me think for a second.
Okay.
Let me think for a second. It's like 15-ish. Sometimes up to 20. It just depends. I would say a safe number is 15.
So about 15 sales a week.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So about 15 sales a week. Excellent. And what percent are taking your membership?
20%.
20% take the membership. I love it. She own it.
Listen.
I love it.
I love it too.
Listen.
I love it. I love it. So 20% take the membership.
Yeah.
And then what's the stick rate normally on the membership?
Don't know that.
You don't know that yet? Okay,
No.
cool. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. So we don't know the stick rate yet. Good. All right, perfect. Excellent. And all right, good. These are good. So I got boom, 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 boom. And you got your organic, and then do you know your lead? But you haven't broken out what's your conversions from ads and from organic though.
No.
Got it. You got ads running now? Can we see them?
Sure can.
Let's check it. Let's check out what you got going on.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So these are the ads.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's get into this. All right. I love the ad account.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see this. So let's go. We're gonna go. So let's start at campaigns. So campaigns. I'm gonna just go through and click around a little bit. So we got edits. So we are running lead conversion ads. Which is great. Let's go to ad sets. Get some lookalikes going on in here. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Manual placements. You know what you're doing a little bit in here. Yeah.
I really don't.
No, you know what you're doing.
It's the Lord.
So how long are your ad videos?
It's no video. It's just a graphic.
It's an image. Huh. Okay, cool. So let's look at boom. Let's go here to let's look at the graphic. All right, cool. So images, that's good to know. So let me scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Impressions, cost per. So cost per lead is about $4.41. All right, cool. And in all the ad sets, it's the same image, right? Perfect. Preview. Let's go here. All right, freelance training, learn, pay attention. You wrote the copy too?
Yes.
Nice. Hey, what's up? Real quick, if you're watching this episode, which you clearly are, and you're like, okay, this is amazing. If you're a business owner right now watching this and you're making 30K to 100K per month at least, or you're making 1 million or 5 million and you're looking to get to 10, 15, 20 million and beyond, and you're like, how do I strategically scale my business without burning out and without sacrificing the thing that matters, all the things that matters, I actually put together a special bonus gift for podcast listeners only. So if you go to strategicscalegift.com, that's strategicscalegift.com. We're going to hook you up with some tools, some strategies, some systems that you can apply into your business immediately to help you strategically scale your business without burning out, so you can impact more people and scale to the $1 million business, to the $1 million mark and beyond. Go get that right now, strategicscalegift.com, and let's get back to the show. Boom. Comments going crazy. And then when they click on this, they go to, is this the same registration page that you use in your YouTube as well?
Yes. Yep.
And you use Webinar Jam, right?
Yeah, Webinar Jam.
So one thing I would do, because like your ads, because I gotta imagine if you had some predictable numbers from your ads, you'd probably be spending more than $8,000 a month. Would you? If you knew like, hey, if I'm spending $8,000, I'm making
for sure.
$80,000 or $20,000 or whatever, you spend more here.
Yeah.
Because right now you're spending it, you're getting great lead costs, but you're just not sure if it's profitable or not.
Yep.
So one thing I think you can immediately do is with these ads is the simplest way maybe, because you got the ads running. So one thing you could do is, do you got UTMs on here or anything where you can like track it or no? I'm assuming not.
I don't know.
Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. So no. So one simple thing I would do is I would have an ad funnel. Where now, and then your organic funnel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you can most likely, you got a tech person? Is it just you right now, or you got a team?
I could figure it out. I have a tech. I know someone.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So you can literally duplicate this funnel.
Okay.
And you should be able to just duplicate the funnel. And then have a specific URL. And it probably would be easiest is when you duplicate the funnel, change the URL on your organic side.
Okay.
Keep this main one in your ads, because these ads are already running. And if you change the URL here, it's going to reset your ads all over again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so I would change the URL. It's easy to change the URL in your bio. Because, you know, it's easy just this one link. So I would do that. And then now you'll be able to see on my organic side, this is my ROAS. And then on my paid ad side, here's my ROAS. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
And now you can kind of compare them. Your organic probably going to convert way higher.
Yeah.
However, even if you're doubling your money here, it's still working. And now you're getting all these leads that's coming in there who may not even know about your organic yet.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does.
Cool. And this is, it's at 6 p.m. So it's at 6 p.m. So they register on Wednesdays at 6 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m.
Sunday 6 p.m., Wednesday 7
Wednesday
p.m.
7. Okay, perfect. You got this thing dialed in. So that's good. So that's the first immediate thing I would do in terms of here. Does that make sense?
It does. Very smart.
So that's the immediate thing I would do there. And I think that's all I would do in terms of the ads for now.
Okay.
Until we get like some solid baseline numbers there. And then, let me look back over here.
Okay.
And then we'll jump back over here. So let's jump back over and see. You say you don't know the landing page conversion.
No, I don't.
Okay. Cool. And then, go ahead.
ClickFunnels, so it's probably somewhere in
It's probably in there.
ClickFunnels.
Yeah. And then your ebook, 4% by the ebook. Cool. And then short rate is 35%, CR for 90%. All right. So now if we want to go, let's do the numbers on 3 million. So 3 million. So 3 million divided by 997 is, and right now you have no team.
No, just me. I have a admin assistant. She works 30 hours a week. She does like everything, the emails, everything. And then I have a student coach that coaches in the school community. Someone that does all of my social media, like all the editing and the scheduling. And then a community engagement manager, and she does like, she's the one that gets all the data.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
Got
how I know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's like, no, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
I
it.
also look at it too.
I love
Make
it.
sure it's accurate and everything.
Perfect. How many people are normally on your Monday calls?
Right now around 60. It's like a range. It just depends.
Okay.
But it's like 60-ish people.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if we went, wait, that's not right. So 3 million divided by, let's just say 997. So to get to, let's say you went 3 million and 80%, let's just say 75% of the revenue comes from the 997s. That's about 3,000 members. On that Monday call, is it you teaching or is Q&A?
Teach for like the first 15 minutes, and then it's all Q&A after that. And
Okay.
we do all kinds of stuff. Pop quiz, and I have them actually trade and test their knowledge.
Like right there?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
really fun.
Have you considered, have you considered like a higher ticket offer?
No, not yet.
Have you thought about it at all? No.
No, I haven't thought about it.
Is that something you want to do?
For sure. Yeah.
Because let's say for example, if you got how many buyers that have bought your 987 so far total?
Since I started 2022,
Yeah.
because that's when I started, probably close, like in the 900s.
Yeah, like you got 600 last year, right?
Yeah, over 600.
Yeah,
Yep.
because even if we said, let's just go with the 600 from last year, right? So 600, and you said, how many are in their 6 weeks now?
Currently, oh, that's a great question. Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Okay, perfect.
Let me see. How many people are currently in the program? All right, I can check that out. Look at my. All right, we have 194.
194, good. So we got 600 that's went through it over the last year, and then let's say we get, I mean your numbers are great, so let's just go with 10%. Let's say of those 600, we get 10% of those conservatively, so that's 60. And let's say you had let's just say conservative, let's say you had a $10,000 offer, right? So 60K with 60 people at 10K, what's that, 600K?
60 people at 10K. Let's see. Yep.
So that's an extra 600K with no real extra effort, just figuring out how we can structure it. So we can even at just at 10K, now we have extra 600,000 on 600 people.
Wow. 60 people, 10K, 600K.
Because it's like, I can only imagine like your community, and that's just off the 600 people. So if we even went through the 900 people that you had bought, and if we said 900, the same numbers would be at play. So it's like 900, we get 90 of them to buy your 10K. That's almost $1 million. It's a little shy of $1 million.
Yeah.
And you already know, like, your community, I can tell just based on your personality, your community, given the opportunity to work closer with you, still in a leverage way, individuals they would jump up.
They ask me all the time, you have any more offers, any in-person classes? You have anything? I'm like, I need to start thinking.
You get what I'm saying?
Help me, please. Yeah.
Like just like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
because so with your audience, are you finding? Thank you. Good hands. You're an athlete too?
No.
Okay. So when you say they're 9 to 5s, are they normally like high paid 9 to 5s, like IT, tech, that type of thing, or
No,
just in general?
In general.
Good. So even if so let's say 10%. Let's just be conservative. Like all your numbers are killing it. So if I had to guess, your numbers will probably be better than this. I'm just saying, just based on 10%, because these are individuals who bought, given the opportunity to work with you deeper. That's just on if we did a campaign to your existing customer base. It was like, hey, I'm rolling this thing out. It's called it's called the Wealth
That Wealth Academy.
That Wealth Academy. So it's for men as well.
Say it again.
It's for men also.
Yes.
Perfect. So that Wealth Academy, and we came up with a premium priced positioning, and it was like $10,000, and we got 10% into that, and then now we added it as part of the funnel. So it's like, hey, now when they get to the end of the 6 weeks, it's like, hey, after the 6 weeks, you can upgrade to a higher level and work with me and do XYZ, which comes with XYZ, whatever we come up with. Or if you're not ready for that, you can continue at $42 a week. And then when they are ready, then they can step into the more exclusive elite level.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that.
Because you got all these buyers and they're already giving you signals of like, hey, I want to give you more money.
Yes.
And I'm sure, like, what would you say out of your community, those who come through and execute, like what percentage would you say are like, they're the executors? They're like you. They come through, they execute, they get results. Like, what percentage would you say?
What percent? It's probably up there. I would probably say like a 70-ish. 30%, they just sitting on the information.
But 70 come in, they execute.
Yes, they execute. Yeah.
That's great. And I'm sure you got some crazy standouts, which probably isn't that 10%, and they would love to give you more money.
Yes, I have a few of those. Yeah, that come here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good.
So I mean, cause that's an extra. So number one, us getting solid tracking, especially with your ads. So let me see, let me through here real quick. So I'll take a couple things. So, I mean, your front end is killing it. So I actually wouldn't necessarily touch anything at that point. I would number one, figure out what's the stick rate when they come into the membership, because now you can project on that revenue, and then we can figure out how the ads are performing. Because even with your ads, if you're like, hey, I'm running ads, but I'm actually breaking even on my ads, it's still not a deal breaker, because you know, what was it? What was the exact number? You said those who come through the program, what was that number? You said that converts into 20%.
10%. It's like.
So you said 10% buy it, but after 6 weeks, 20% buy the membership. Right. So you know those numbers. So you're like, hey, if I'm paying this to get a customer from the ads, however, in 6 weeks, I know X percent are going to convert into this.
Oh, yes.
So now it's just that math. So it's like, all right, based on if we get 100 people to pay us $9.97, out of those 100 that pay $9.97, we know 10 are going to pay $10,000, for example. So that's an extra $100,000. And then we know 20, because we said 20%, 20 are going to do the $42 per week, which is $168 a month. And if and you already got, what was that numbers? We had it back here. So you already got 67 plus 208. So 208 plus 67. So that's like 275 that are already paying you on recurring.
Yes. I think it's like 18. That's 18,000 a month that's paying on reoccurring right now.
Perfect. And then to get to, let me see. Let's go back to your. I think I had the registration page. Are you still recording on yours?
Should be.
Okay, good.
I'll let you go to it.
So let me look at. All right, cool. So let me go register. So save my seat.
And at the end, make sure you keep your laptop open so we can save.
Okay.
All right, cool. And let me just go here. Oops. Let's register. All right, boom. Wait, here's what I say. Cool. So right here, okay, so right here it says step 1, step 2, step 3. Are you explaining that in the video?
I don't even think so.
Because it says step 1, mark the date and time on your calendar. This masterclass is extremely high demand and you just secured 1 to 50 available seats. Make sure you clear your schedule on, I think it's supposed to, is it supposed to like, is it supposed, so this is what I'm looking at. It says make sure you clear your schedule on date and time.
Oh,
Is that supposed to like populate? Got it.
Nope.
Okay, to ensure that you don't miss out. Now, one thing you can add right here, you ever heard of ad event or anything like that?
Ad event.
I think that's what it's called. I can find out exactly what it is.
Okay.
But it's like, it's a thing they can click on and then they can add this event to their calendar.
Okay, let me see some. That is really cool. Let me see if that's an error, or is it already? Let's see. Scroll down. Is it 1, 2, 3? Is that the registration page? Or
This is after. So basically what I did was, when I went to this page, I read this and then I said, no thanks, I don't want the webinar prep guide. And then on this page.
Okay. Okay, I'll check that later.
Okay, so step 2, keep your eyes peeled. Before the masterclass, I'll be sending you a series of emails with all the important needs as well as few spoilers. If you don't receive, check your spell. Okay, cool. And then step 3, give yourself a head start. Now that you're locked in your spot, there's one thing. What's the one thing? Huh?
Let me see. Give yourself a head start.
There's one thing you need to do to ensure you make the most of your time with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Got it. Is it something you'd like them to do before they show up?
So we already have add it to your calendar, keep your eyes peeled. I mean, it says give yourself a head start. So I don't know.
Got it. Okay. So it might be something. So if you got some like specific homework you want them to do before they show up to the call, you can add that there if you wanted to. Right here, like putting this on, like clicking this thing to add it to their Google Calendar. I mean, because even if you got like a 10% bump, even if you went from 35 to, if you went to 30, from 35% show up rate to 45% show up rate, that's significant.
Wow.
Right? So now you at 45% of the people showing up. Like, that's an extra 3, 4, 5 grand a week.
Wow. That's so good. I never thought about that. That's good.
Puts a guaranteed income in just 3 minutes a week. Trade to produce a guaranteed income. Now, one thing I would just point out to be aware of, especially as you're scaling, is where you say you're about to learn exactly how to trade to produce a guaranteed income in 3 minutes a week.
Guaranteed.
I'll be very careful.
I felt that.
Yes, I'll be very careful.
Okay.
Because you don't want to grow this thing and then it be taken away. Because
of that one word.
Yeah. Because there's no way for you to guarantee it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Because when you guarantee it, the FTC gonna look at it, they're gonna like, can you guarantee that 100% of people who buy your thing is gonna produce guaranteed income in 3 minutes a week?
Yeah.
And like,
just go ahead and take that on now. I'm gonna go get to work.
Yeah, I would definitely take that out.
Okay, good. I will.
Yeah, because you got a great thing going. So where you are, the beautiful thing is like, it's just tweaks, right? So it's like, how do we get a 10% bump on show up rate?
Yeah.
Right? How do we, even tracking, another thing is tracking that landing page conversion. Like really figuring out, because you said you got it in ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
So we can figure out that number. And then it's like, let's say it's converting at 30%. Like then do we test another landing page against it to see if we can get a 10% bump there. Because if we get a 10% bump on your landing page, we get a 10% bump on your show up rate, right? Now that's increased the amount of people who see the offer by like 20%.
Yeah.
So now that can be an extra, and at scale, that's significant, right?
Yeah.
And then we add on the back end that higher ticket offer.
Yeah.
So it's literally a math equation. You see what I'm saying about the math equation?
It really is, yes.
And then we look at your emails, and it's like, okay, how are these follow-up emails perform? Are you using text reminders as well? I'm assuming?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. So, yeah.
Wow, that's so good.
What questions you got? I know I've been talking a lot. What questions you got?
What questions? Okay, my one question. So, what is a really good open rate for email, and then like the click rate? You know, the link inside of the email. What is a really good percentage there?
So typically, ideally, email is so different now. Ideally, you want to be at like 30 to 40% open is like fantastic.
Okay.
Click-through rate is ideally you want to be at like at least 1%.
Okay.
At least. What are yours now?
We good. 40%.
40% open?
Yes.
Yeah.
40% open, 4% click rate for this one, and then the second one, 35% open rate, 2% click rate.
Good. And now let me ask you this: those are so you got one coming up Wednesday and Sunday this week. Those who register for the webinar. Oh my God! All right, cool. Wait. All right, so those who because another thing I didn't see is retargeting ads.
Oh.
So like you've had how many people register for this webinar?
For what do you mean in total?
Yeah.
Oh my God, a lot.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like
Probably tens of thousands.
yeah. So it's like we should have them in a retargeting bucket. So now we're inviting them back to the training.
Yeah.
The other thing is when people, those tens of thousands who've registered for it, how often are they getting invited back to your next webinar?
Okay, so I send out daily emails.
Okay.
But I took out the register for the next webinar. I took that out because I'm trying to push the community, the school community.
Okay.
So I might have to just put that back in there.
And how often you promote the school community in every?
Yes, from that, yeah.
Got it. And the people in the school community, what kind of offers and opportunities are you giving the people in the school community to work deeper with you?
So they get weekly coaching. It's
Okay.
from one of my student
Okay.
coaches. Weekly coaching, and then every Friday they get a new, like a course
Okay.
video. But it's the course that I teach before I get into Q&A.
Got it.
Every Monday and Wednesday.
Are they getting invited back into the opportunity to work with you, to get coaching with you?
Yeah, I have like so in school it's like the classroom where you have all of your courses,
Yep.
and I do have like 17, 18 different courses in
Okay.
there. It's like beginner level stuff. It says something like, it has like my join the membership, join that Wealth Academy membership.
Okay.
And then I have a small, I don't even know how many are
Okay.
from the community are, getting into the mentorship.
Uh-huh.
But I do know I have people from the community school that are in there, and they're also in that Wealth Academy trading mentorship. So, yes.
Yeah, you sitting on the gold mine. Yeah. What questions you got for me so far?
Okay, so that
I know
was
you got to
one-
catch your flight.
One question. Let me see. Another question. It's probably on the community side. I have to think. Let me see. Okay, so I have some numbers.
Okay.
So as soon as the master class is over, I have one email that says, "Hey, we have payment plans," and then the day after, there's another email that says, "Let me click on it." Another email that says, "Pretty much, it's your last call. Like, join that Wealth Academy for $7," and then I break it down. The email, $7 a week, $28 a month, and so people that actually click on the link, about 6% is the conversion rate of them actually getting inside of the school community. My question is that a good conversion rate? And the churn is 23. I went from like 2 90. Oh, it says 204 right now. I feel like it's dying.
Got it.
So I just don't have no clarity here.
So you said you had 293 in the community
I did.
and the $28 a month.
Yes.
Okay. And now you at 204. Mm-hmm. How in the churn? What's the average like retention?
The retention.
It's staying about how long?
That's a good question. I have to find that, but I know it's in here somewhere.
Okay. So yeah, so we want to figure. I mean, because like some churn is normal. Mm-hmm. But isn't so? And then how are you replenishing it through the weekly webinar?
Yep.
And how many new members you getting each week?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably like 7, 8, probably like 10-ish a week.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Because the beautiful thing is, especially as we get the ads and get that figured out, is like now we can predictably, now we know, okay, each week we're going to get X amount of registrants from the webinar. Of these webinars, we're going to get X amount to buy the $997. What percentage buy the $997? Like how does sales bump when you go from, hey, we got a payment plan? Because on the webinar, you just pitched $997, right?
Yes.
Do you do a payment plan there or no?
Not on the webinar, no. So I'm calculating even those who take the payment plan in that 10%.
In that 10%. Okay, good. Yeah. And then the percentage of registrants who buy the membership in the downsell promo, do you know that? Got it. Because because we can literally be like, all right, I know I'm gonna get 400 registrants this week, and of these 400 registrants, I know I'm gonna get 40 members or 20 members or whatever. So we can really literally have it like laid out like that.
Yeah.
So now you know, okay, yeah, I know on average, because if I had to guess your churn, your average person probably stayed on like 90 days. If I had to guess, right? Of course, we can find out exactly.
Yeah.
But if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be about 90 days.
Yeah.
That they're sticking around. But it's like we can plan for that and be like, all right, by the time individuals drop off, it's already replenished.
Oh, I see that.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because you already know they're gonna drop off.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So like Netflix, I already know the average person who come on a Netflix account going to stay on this long. And I already know by the time those person drop off, we're going to replenish them based on our marketing.
That makes so much sense. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And again, it's just a math. That's what I was saying. Get you that 3 million is like, it's literally a math equation.
Wow, that's amazing.
Does that make sense?
Yes. That's so cool.
What other questions you got?
I think that's pretty much it of my questions.
Cool. So was this helpful?
Super helpful. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
What's your action steps? Come out of here.
So first of all, when I get home, that guarantee got to go. That's one.
Yes, please.
2, created 2 links, you said, for ClickFunnels. One for the ads and then organic, so I can easily track it. That's 2. 3, well, what I think I need to do is dial in a little bit more with the data, like 100%. Understanding. Yeah. Like the ClickFunnels, how many people register when they land on the page?
Yeah, the landing page conversion rate.
Landing page conversion rate. And then all the other little stuff, conversions that I need to dial in a little bit.
100%.
Yes.
You good?
I'm good. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm glad you came.
Yes. Thank you for your help.
So at the Strategic Scale Institute, it's designed specifically for business owners who are making $250,000 a year up to $1 million or more. We even had clients that are doing $2, $3, $4, $5 million a year who are looking to strategically scale their business without burnout, so they can actually work less hours. They actually experience more profit and impact more people in a strategic, systemized way. If you want to know how we can actually work together, go to scalemadeeasy.com. Go to scalemadeeasy.com. Got a ton of free resources on that page, and you will see somewhere where you can actually click and schedule a strategic scale session so we can jump on the phone and talk about how we can potentially work together. So go to scalemadeeasy.com, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you soon. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, you want to do 2 things. Number 1, click below this video and go ahead and subscribe so you'll be the first person to know when we release new episodes. And number 2, you want to click right here so you can check out the next episode. I know you're going to love that one as well. So go ahead and subscribe right now and then click right here to check out this next episode. See you in a few.